So, have you ever heard the story of Cathay Williams? She is the woman that defied all odds when it came to the military of being the first African-American woman to enlist, but under some interesting conditions. So stay tuned and you'll find out more. Bye! So picture this. It's 1844, Independence, Missouri. Cathay is born to an enslaved mother and a free father. Now, you'd think that would have given her at least a decent shot at being free. But nope. She ends up working as a house slave on a plantation near Jefferson City. Then, the Civil War kicks off in 1861, and the Union Army rolls into town like, surprise, y'all are kind of free. See, the Army had this thing where they would liberate enslaved people and then, oh so generously, put them to work for free as cooks, laundresses, and nurses. Nice loophole, right? So at just 17, Cathay finds herself working for the Union Army, traveling across the country, watching battles go down firsthand. Now, most people might have said, that's enough war for me, thanks. But Cathay? Oh no. In 1866, she said, you know what? I think I'll join the Army. One small problem. Women weren't allowed to enlist. But did that stop her? Absolutely not. She chopped off her hair and put on some baggy clothes and strolled right up to the recruiting office under the name William Cathay. And get this, she passed the medical exam. Now I know what you're thinking. Wouldn't they notice? You know... But here's the thing. Back then, Army doctors weren't exactly doing full physicians. So as long as you had a pulse, some teeth, you were good to go. So boom, she's in. Assigned to the 38th U.S. Infantry. Everything's going great, until it isn't. Shortly after enlisting, she catches smallpox, which, spoiler alert, is not fun. She recovers to rejoin her unit in New Mexico. But between the heat, disease, and years of marching, her body's like, girl, no. She's in and out of the hospital so much that eventually an Army doctor goes, wait a minute, something's not adding up here. And just like that, the jig is up. She gets honorably discharged in 1868, and just like that, her Army days are over. But does she let that stop her? Nope. She keeps things moving, signing up with an all-black regiment that would later be known as Buffalo Soldiers. Then she worked as a cook in Fort Union, moves to Colorado, and even gets married. A happy ending? Not quite. Turns out her husband was a hot mess. He stole her money and her whole team of horses. So what does Cathay do? She has him arrested and keeps it pushing. Iconic behavior. Eventually, she settles in Trinidad, Colorado, working as a seamstress. Then one day, a reporter from St. Louis hears rumors about a black woman who served in the Army and thinks, I gotta see this. Her story gets published in 1876, and just like that, she becomes a legend. Now here's where things get really unfair. In the late 1880s, Cathay, who by this point is dealing with diabetes, neuralgia, and has lost all her toes, applies for a military pension. Now, other women before her, like Deborah Sampson and Anna Marie Lane, had also disguised themselves as men to fight, and they got pensions, but Cathay denied. The government looked at a woman who literally risked her life for the Army and went, nah. We don't know exactly when she passed away, but it was likely soon after the rejection. So why is Cathay Williams legend? Over 400 women disguised themselves as men to serve in the Civil War, but she was the first black woman to do it. She's the only documented woman to serve during the Indian War, and she's the only known female Buffalo Soldier. But most of all, Cathay Williams was a woman who did whatever it took to survive. She didn't wait for permission. She made her own way. And honestly, that's kind of the energy we should all be bringing into life. So next time you're feeling stuck, just remember, if Cathay Williams could fool the entire U.S. Army for 2 years, you can probably handle whatever you've got going on. Thanks for listening to the story of Cathay Williams. Like, share, and subscribe for more stories like this. All right, bye.